All right, welcome to Options Tender here on Monday after the market close. I want to thank everybody that's subscribing and checking these things out. We do have a request from a viewer that just joined. Thanks, Drew. It's Zoom, so we'll check out Zoom later on here. But first, we'll go through our routine of the SPX options expected move, head down to ES, see what's happening for the day and what we might expect for tomorrow. Then we'll do some individual names. So if you like this information, please hit the like button. It helps the algorithms catch in. We want to spread the word so we can help make money for others. You know, sometimes you have some new traders coming in, they need a little bit of advice, maybe a little wind behind the back, and that's what we're here to do. So thank you. Let's get into it. All right, so the SPX, this is the options expected move. If you're not familiar, I'll put the tag for the options expected move video that I've done, I believe last week. It gives us our time frame. It gives us a playing field for each week. So this is our week on end. We have the upper expected move, the week at start, and the lower. So we expect to touch each and maybe the bottom or the top range. Doesn't really matter to the expected move, but we know that we're in a bullish market, so we are expecting the upper end to touch. Now, we do have an inside day here, so we are going to check this out, see what happens tomorrow. We're going to either pop out of this the upside or the downside. We have the 8 MA right underneath us. Everything's looking bullish. Momentum's bullish. We're above all the MAs. They're all pointing to the upside. Let's put some lines on the screen here. So trend is our friend. And we have our pivot here, our rising pivot. We did test that. It is now support. So if we break under the pivot, we'll come back into this range. So that'll kind of change our ball game to see what's really happening. All right, so we'll pay attention to that tomorrow. We do this each and every day, so please join us for the morning market prep and then also the weekend reviews as well. And so we'll move down, we'll move over to the ES. So many lines, can't see anything. Let's go a little bit lower, tighten up a bit. Now we have our wave count that we're following here. We have wave 1 down to 2. Working on wave 3. This minute wave 3 has ended, and we are in wave 4. Now, wave 4 may have ended off of this A, B, C correction, but we don't know that for a fact. This could be a larger A, B, C that can bring us down to this trend line, for example, but it may be over in itself. Just the wave 4 is always tricky. It can move into a triangle like I have diagrammed out here, and then we can move on up. If we do make a higher high, then we know that the wave 4 is over. But until then, we let these play out. We're not going to play the SPY any plays on this, but we know that the overall trend is bullish. So we do continue to have calls on all of our individual names. Momentum still didn't break to the upside. So we're just going to move over, move sideways for a little bit and begin our trip back up. We may have to come down a little bit more. We'll see. That's going to probably happen overnight, and that'll determine itself by morning. So once again, and join us in the morning. Okay, let's get to some individual names. We're going to move out to the daily time frame just so we can keep a broad look at what's happening. Here's Zoom. Drew, here is Zoom. We have huge wave 1, 2, 3, and we are in wave 4 of 5. So we're still working on this wave 4 right here. We have an A, B, C correction. That correction doesn't seem like it's quite done yet. There's a couple things going on here. We can look at the retracement. We simply use our retracement tool. I'll go ahead and do that for you. Right here, that's the end of wave 2. And we go up to the end of wave 3. Place it there. And we have our 50% retracement. That's a good spot. That we have some confluence there. We have the gap close, which will provide support. We have the 200-day moving average So that may also provide support. That might be our last stop before we start moving higher. But also we have a symmetrical line. I drew this line from the top. I drew this line from the top of all of A and down to C, and that would bring us right to our golden 61.8 and also a little bit of support down there. So that may be our final destination as well. So we got to be on the lookout for that. We'll keep an eye out for the momentum to cross. If we make that cross, we're probably not going to go much lower than wherever we are at that point. So we're gonna zoom. We're gonna zoom by a few more names here. Okay, snow. We just entered snow today. We used an in-out spread. Again, I'll put a card up top. You can click that button if you're familiar, if you want to be familiar with in-out spreads. Super conservative play. I have a whole separate account for in-out spreads. Much less profit, much slower, but super conservative and high probability if you're interested. So snow, we have our A, B, C direction working on wave 1. Looking very bullish. Baba, we're still waiting here. We had a double inside week, so we know this one's going to pop real soon. We have our A, B, C correction working on wave 1, and wave 2 may be finished. Maybe we're gonna watch this one. It looks like we're triangulating. We wanna definitely play on the upside of that. PLTR. PLTR. We have this huge move. We're on a wave 4 and what now I believe is a wave 5. So we have our minute wave 1, ABC correction, 2, and now we're starting to work our way up and the main wave, the primary wave 5. dkng, we got in this Thursday and we're already out. We did an in-out spread. We thought this was a wave 1, 2, which it now looks like we were right on that, and it started to pop. We got our 30% quick on that one, so it automatically exited that one, because when you do an in-out spread, it's a set it and forget it. So we ended up taking the profits off this one, put it into snow. So it looks like we're on to wave 3. Uber's driving its way to the upside. Primary wave 1, 2, and we're working on primary wave 3. So we did have a inverse head and shoulders here, and this is the measured move from that, and it's approximately around 65. So we have about let's see, 9 more points that doesn't mean it's the end of the up move, but that's a good measurement for a target. Okay, so we're in this one for a swing. We're a couple weeks out. We will remain watching Uber. And our last one, fubo. Fubo looks amazing. As you can see, I love these impulse waves down, and catching a brand new set of waves for a swing. So we had a huge move to the upside, and now we are in an ABC correction, which we think is a primary wave 4, and we're starting a fresh wave 1 now. All right, so that's it. That's all we have for today. Hopefully you enjoyed this information. Hit that like button, and we will join you tomorrow morning. All right, thanks for joining. Bye.